Russell Westbrook gets his 200, say it again with me, 200 triple doubles in NBA history versus the Memphis Grizzlies. And Russell Westbrook has made quite an impact on the Denver Nuggets. And we're going to talk about what is the historical nature that Russell Westbrook has achieved and how important is this for really just the NBA as a whole, but also maybe this is an interesting storyline for the Denver Nuggets. Having him break this record with the Nuggets, this could be one of many first-time events for Russell Westbrook with the Denver Nuggets. Ryan, when you saw the game play out and Russ finally got that last rebound and even the build-up leading up to it, what are some of your thoughts about Russ getting his 200 triple-double with the Denver Nuggets?
Well, first of all, it's epic. I know it might be oversimplifying round numbers and things like that with 200 triple doubles especially, but I mean it's an incredible achievement, man. Like he was stuck on 199 for a while, and just being able to show that he's still got this skill set in the bag and understanding what he can do to impact winning and impact the team and really assume responsibility for a team. Like this was the ultimate time, man. Nikola Jokic is out. Denver needs a playmaker. Jamal Murray and Michael Porter had been struggling. They did have good games, but in part it was because Russell Westbrook was setting the table for them, and his impact cannot be understated.
Yeah, and my dream when I asked for Russ to be on this team a year ago, which everybody remembers, was that he would be able to bring this to the table. It's the passing, Ryan, that was even on
Yeah.
display yesterday. And having a guard that's as tenacious of a rebounder as he is, I just think that matters. I think being able to look at Russell Westbrook and Christian Brown and say, I'm guaranteeing you that if we get 6 opportunities for an offensive rebound, they're going to get at least 3 of them because they're going to play that hard. And have 2 players that are diving on the ground and that are able to do a lot of the big things you need to win and little things you need to win in NBA games. I think Russ has really helped set the culture. And I think he's been one of the reasons why Christian has been so much better this year. I think he's also helping Jamal Murray, even yesterday. 27 points from Jamal on really good efficiency. Russ is finding him in corners, finding cutters. And I just am really appreciative. And a lot of people don't know this. For me, the OKC Thunder, and a lot of y'all are 2K players just like I am. I always preferred playing with Russ. I always loved
Mm.
watching Russ more than Kevin Durant because Russ was so exciting. He was so explosive. He was so demonstrative. And everything he did had meaning. And I think there's something that is to be honored about that. I think that someone cares as much as they do about getting a rebound, about scoring points, about playing defense, about passing the ball. And I think many people look at that and they're like, well, okay, he's just stat padding. But I think if you're an NBA player and you're that committed to your craft and to your body, that you're able to do all of these different individual things for your team, I think that actually shows how committed you are to winning and doing the things that your team needs to be successful.
There are things to quibble with for sure. Like there's some detail things. Sometimes like he had 5 turnovers yesterday, but when like you're putting up 14 assists, like the ratio's still there. It's nearly 3-1 on the amount of times that he is putting together put good possessions, setting people up for great baskets. And he had a whole bunch of potential assists yesterday. He could have finished with like 17 or 20
Mm-hmm.
assists with the way that he was passing the ball. And the Nuggets needed it. They needed somebody to, again, assume that responsibility, be willing to do the hard thing in order to generate good possessions. And there was a picture that I posted yesterday of Russell Westbrook grinning ear to ear on the ground. Like Jaren Jackson was actually laying on him
Mm-hmm.
while it happened. But it was just, it was one of those images where you can see the joy and the energy and the smile and the happiness that Russ is playing with right now. It isn't just like a show. It isn't just an act. It's not anything like that. He's been genuine. He's one of the most genuine players in the entire NBA. Sometimes that can rub certain people the wrong way and the way that he tries to present himself, but he's never going to front for anybody. He's
Mm-hmm.
always going to bring it night in, night out basis. And I've really come to appreciate that. Like, Denver needed some of that realism. They needed somebody to kind of kick them in the teeth a little bit and say, hey, we got to
Yeah.
be better than this. Russ was not about to let them have a 3-game losing streak. That's for sure.
And I also want to make this clear about the historicity of getting 200 triple doubles, y'all. I remember years ago, 2016-17, he has 41
Oh,
triple doubles, right? And
pain.
the game winner versus the Denver Nuggets, going off for that last triple double and getting into the playoffs, taking the Nuggets out of the playoffs. I mean, that was such a vivid memory. And I'm not going to lie. At some point, I was like, man, you know what? I think that like Harden, Kawhi, Steph, one of them's probably going to win MVP this year, but it was probably right. It might have been like maybe 20 triple doubles into the season. I'm just like, you know what? I actually kind of think I want him to get it just because, like, who thought it was going to be possible that you're going to average a 30-point triple double, for the whole season. And again, I just want people to understand LeBron James, 117 triple doubles. He just added 4, by the way, this year.
Mm.
Magic Johnson retired at 138. Now, he could have had more, but obviously there were a health situation that cut his career short. Oscar Robertson had 181 triple doubles, and that felt like Wilt. No one's going to touch 182 triple doubles. It's not going to happen. And then Russell Westbrook, 4 or 5 seasons, again, didn't always equate to winning, but having enough in your engine to get 4 of 5 seasons of a triple double is asinine to me. And to watch Joker get close in 2023, 25, 12, 9.8. And now he's at 30, 14, and 12. And it's like, I don't think he can hold on to that all year. But hey, maybe he can. It might be Joker. He plays 68 games this year. He has 2 or 3 more personal times off where he takes 4 games off out of a stretch, and then he can just kind of be healthy, take a week off from basketball, turn it up to a 10, week off from basketball, turn it up from 10. That's how hard it is, y'all. And for Russ to do this 200 times, y'all, I think this is something to be celebrated, and we absolutely should look at this like something that will do. And also, by the way, I want to shout out to my dog, Austin Shooter. He's a social media team manager, my brother, for the Denver Nuggets. He got a great photo of Russell with the 200, but he used a pencil instead of using a marker. And so it's like, you got to kind of like lean in a little bit. Like, what did I say? Oh, 200, 200.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, and he knew it immediately, man. He posted about it. He's like, I should have used a Sharpie, man. So love Austin. He's a good guy, man. And so no, it's really cool to see on the same team that we've had Nikola Jokic on. Russell Westbrook is now bringing that all-encompassing energy, that all-encompassing impact. It's going to be a little different. It's going to be more volume. It's going to be probably a little bit less efficiency, but I still think you got to give him as much credit as you possibly can for this. This is what he was brought in to do, and not necessarily to get triple doubles, but to bring that all encompassing impact. And he's bringing it in spades, man. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Yo, what do you think? Let us know in the comment section here at Mile High Sports. How big of a deal is it that Russ gets 200 triple doubles? Were you expecting him to do this in the Denver Nuggets jersey? And also, if you're a Russell Westbrook fan and you've been watching him since UCLA, since he was in California, 5-star prospect, and then being able to come out of the league as a defensive specialist and turning himself into an all NBA MVP player, what does this mean for you to see him become everything that he's become? Let us know. This is Swipa. That's Ryan. Mile High Sports. See you on the other side.